You spoke about hate. Do you mind just elaborating a bit more on that? When you talk about hate, who's hating who in this scenario?
Okay, I'm going to first say something that you said. You said every Nigerian that comes up to this panel says the very dirty things about South Africa, even though they reside here. I'm going to tell you, my brother, in confidence, that the people that come up to your panel and speak like that about South Africa are the Nigerians who don't reside in South Africa. Trust me, the ones who reside in South Africa know how beautiful South African people are, even though we cannot deny the fact that there are also South African people who don't like Nigerians, and there's no way. I understand you guys talking right here. That's because of your experiences, what you felt, what you've seen that some foreigners are doing in your country that makes you sound the way you sound now. But you know that there are some South African brothers of ours who genuinely dislike foreign people.
Okay, so Jesse, I feel like we are digressing a bit, and I think you're equivocating, and I think I would like to bring this back to my question so that we can have a clear direction of this conversation. And for your own information, we've interacted with a lot of Nigerians of whom have admitted that they live here. They're in Pretoria, they're in Cape Town, and all of that. So you're not in a place to invalidate our experience, because we're telling you some of them do actually reside in South Africa. In fact, majority of them live here, the ones that have come up here to insult and all of that. Now let's get back to the statement you made about hate. So who is hating who here exactly?
You know, I'm not a person to point fingers and say you are the one who's hating, because what I have come across online the past 2-3 months is very, very disappointing. To see Nigerians talk bad of South Africans and to see South Africans talk bad of Nigerians. When I engage Nigerians and I ask them, why do you dislike South Africa? They are like, no, the reason why we started talking back at them is because they started with Chidima's situation. And Chidima being a black person, just because she has Nigerian name and whatnot, they try to explain to me, right?
And then
it did not start there.
Let me just put this differently for you. Let me just restate the question differently and just make it easy. Do you feel like South Africans hate Nigerians? It's a simple question.
I would never say South Africans hate Nigerians, because I'm Nigerian who lives in the heart of South Africans, like where I stay right now.
Okay, hold on. That's fine. And do you feel that Nigerians hate South Africans?
No, not at all.
Okay, so which hate were you referring to then? I'm getting confused now.
The verbal hatred, the banter online. I understand that some people take it as cruise, like as a joke, right? But we have some people who listen to these things and not understand that it's just banter. Some people take it personal, you know?
Okay.
Some people take it super personal.
Okay, so hold on. So you say it's banter and then you say people take it personally. I'm just trying to establish, because remember, if I'm going to come up here, for example, and say there's so much hate around here, I have to be taken to task on that, and I have to be able to elaborate and explain exactly who hates who. And I'm just like struggling to get that from you, and I feel like you're dancing around your words.
No, I am not dancing around with words. I'm telling you that verbal hatred between Nigerians and South Africans specifically is very disappointing. Imagine if people of the other continents were to scroll past here and hear. I'm not even saying that you guys are the only ones doing it. Obviously, there are other panels that belongs to Nigerians that does the same thing that happens.
Okay,
exactly
my last question before I give others an opportunity to speak. Let me just ask you this one last question. Obviously, you've been in
no. Listen, Sigma, take your time. You are cooking, man. You are cooking. Take your time.
For sure, thanks. So you have been in South Africa for 17 years. Is that correct?
Exactly, my brother.
Okay, so if you've been in South Africa for that long, surely you know that there's people from all walks of life here, different nationalities and people from different countries. So in your own understanding, why do you think Nigerians in particular have come under the spotlight?
I think I know why. You see, the truth is, the whole of Africa, you will find out that Nigerians me as a Nigerian, I might be the most loud when it comes to the rest of the people around. And every Nigerian that you find has this aura about him. Every Nigerian has a bit of pride in them. So now, some other people who don't understand that this is the way that Nigerian people are originally, it's very difficult for you to see. Here in South Africa, you find Nigerians who are super hungry, but it will be very difficult for you to see them going to, say, to beg for money or for bread. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That is the pride. It's not because he's not hungry. He is hungry, but he's got that pride in him. So when we display that pride and that loud voice that we have, it makes some people get upset. Now,
okay, and what else would you say is the reason? Is that all? Like, what else? So, if out of all the considerations you have, which one do you think? What's the number one thing that you think you feel that Nigerians, unlike other nationals that are in South Africa, are rubbing people the wrong way? What would you say is the number one thing that has led South Africa?
Sorry, Sigma. Just before you answer, I would like to ask him a question when he's done answering you, if you don't mind.
Okay, cool.
So for me, I would say that's the pride that I talked about. Every Nigerian likes to live a good life. So you find that if I make, say for example, 120,000, for example, I will, out of that 120,000, go buy myself a car of 80,000 rands, and I will drive it with pride. Now, people who see that car and know the value of the car in the shop might think that I bought it brand new, not knowing that I had to go and buy accident and fix.
Okay, so let me ask you this, yeah, because what you're actually saying to me is quite interesting, because it sounds as though you are saying Nigerians are so full of pride and they are such hard workers that they come to the country.
I haven't said they are hard workers.
Hold on, yes,
in what I've said.
No, but like if you are able to afford a luxury car, you must be a hard worker, I'm assuming, unless you're doing something else that is illicit. But let's just go with your logic. So you are saying basically Nigerians come into South Africa and they have this pride and they basically outperform the locals to the extent they actually buy big cars, and then the locals are reacting to that. So are you saying in short that it's envy?
No, you see what you're doing now is not fair, because you're painting my words with a different brush.
No, I'm asking you a question, which means you have an opportunity to rectify that if I got it wrong.
Okay, here is where you got it wrong, right? I'm just trying to establish the fact that if a Nigerian makes a little piece of money, he kind of volumes the money. People around will think that he has more than what he actually worth. You understand? So people don't like that kind of life, especially here in South Africa. I appreciate the fact that you can walk into McDonald's with the president. Where I stay right now, I see the president of South Africa almost every week, twice.
Okay,
but people don't run around and be like, oh boss, hey. But me, where I come from, it's more like everybody has to be too proud and feel like better than the next person. So that makes you guys feel.
Sorry, can I ask you something, please? Can I ask you something quickly? I want to ask you, this pride, no? This pride that you talk of, you say this pride makes that Nigerians can buy themselves good cars, what, tangas. Listen here, man. I want to know, are you saying this pride can't be used in their own country to make their own country better, or they can't buy those big cars also there? Okay. Just let me know.
Can I answer you?
Okay, guys, I'm told by sorry, Jez, I'm told by the moderators to allow in Nigeria to say something at this moment, but we will also all engage him. I'm also not quite done with him as far as our exchange is concerned. Sorry about this. And Nigeria.
All right, thank you. Compliments of the season, family. First of all, I want to go straight to the brother Jazzy. Brother Jazzy, you sound very calm. I think you understand that you're in a slaughterhouse. You don't sound typically like how you guys all over the place. But that's okay. I went to your wall. and I realized that you're promoting Chidinma. You know, you have video on your wall promoting Chidinma and all of that. That's fine.
It's a lie, but even if I did, she's black. I didn't do that, but even if I did, she's black, not because she's Nigerian. I've promoted South Africa on my wall. You can go and check it there.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
just allow him to speak, Jazzy. Will respond after.
All right.
All right.
First of all, you said you've lived in South Africa for 17 years. So you mean, now the question here is, so South Africa has been providing you with refuge. They have been providing you with shelter, food, and everything. So does that mean that you're safer in South Africa than you are in Nigeria? Is it?
Yes.
To be honest with you, to be quite honest with you, where I come from in Nigeria,
Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. Are you safer in South Africa
Let him
than you are
answer.
in Nigeria?
okay. All my life growing up in Nigeria, I've never been guazad before. I've never been arrested before. But here in South Africa, I've been guazad in my chest. I've been guazad in my neck. So I don't know where I would say I feel safer. Yeah, because I feel like he's Nigerian. He sounds Nigerian.
Calm down. So they, what in summary, South Africa has provided you quality of life more than your country, is it?
I actually enjoyed my life in Nigeria as well because I was acting in the movies. I worked for FedEx. Like I did a lot of things in Nigeria as well. The only thing is Nigeria didn't give me 24-hour power like South Africa is doing right now. Nigeria didn't give me that free access to water. I have to like make my own borehole before I can get water. You understand? Good road connections. Nigeria didn't really give me that much. So these three things are the things that I can say South Africa has provided me better than Nigeria. I'm going to be honest with you.
So, brother, you in a place where you've lived for 17 years, you've not taken your kids back. You don't want to acknowledge that place is heaven for you.
No, my
compared to
brother.
where you
Let
come
me tell
from.
you the reason why. Let me tell you the reason why it's hard for you to even take your kids back home. Number one, here in South Africa, if you apply for documents, it takes forever. They don't disapprove it. They don't approve it. They just have this, what do you call them, agents who are outside Home Affairs, who, if you come to check your documents, they will tell you to come back later and check. And then when you walk outside, they will tell you, okay, if you want your papers to come out fast, you need to bring this amount of money. And no matter how many times you pay that money, you're not going to get your documents.
Now,
when
you are lying.
What documents are you talking
You are
about?
lying. You are lying.
Okay, if you think I'm lying, that's your point. I cannot change your mind.
Hold
but
on.
one thing I want
Your
you guys
wife
to know,
is a South African citizen, isn't she?
she is.
And then your children are born in South Africa, don't they?
One is 13 and one is 7.
Are they born in South Africa?
Born in South Africa.
So they should have the birth certificate, don't they?
They do.
And then, so what documents are you talking about? Once
for
you have
me-
a
for
birth
me right now-
certificate, you can apply for the passport.
For my daughters, right?
Yes.
Do you know what I have as permits now since after 17 years of living in South Africa?
No, we are talking about your daughters.
So I cannot, listen, my daughters are still not adults. I cannot put them in the plane and say, go home and come
No,
back.
I'm
It's
saying
not
that
possible.
your wife, with the birth certificate, they can apply for the South African passport. They
I
can.
know. For them, for the children,
so
right?
what is wrong then to apply
Okay,
for
listen-
South African
listen to what's
passport,
wrong. Listen
you
to
go
what's
home
wrong.
and visit.
This is what is wrong, my sweetheart. If I travel with my kids now to Nigeria with the kind of documents that I have right now, I can go home. But on my way coming back now, my daughters will be allowed in and I will not be allowed in.
Why?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, that's the point then. Your
So
documents are not correct.
We're trying to
No.
return some of you home. 'Cause see the point
Don't
of
worry,
today.
don't worry, my brother.
So
See,
the
even
point
if-
of today,
even
just
if-
hold on.
even if I
Let me
return-
tell you the point of today. The point of today is sometimes you guys get
even
this
if I
thing
return to Nigeria right now.
confusing. Calm down. I want
you
you to
guys
pay
sound
attention.
weird.
Pay attention, Jazzy. You guys get this thing confusing. You sometimes you wonder why panels like this exist. It exists because Nigerians are problems of South Africa. I know some of you don't get it. You in Nigeria, where you come from, South Africans are not your problem there. They're not causing problem in your society where you come from. You see how you're cleverly dodging away from the question, from the fact that where you come from is unsafe, where you come from doesn't provide you the quality of life you enjoy in South Africa. But yet, in
Nigeria,
I'm coming. Hold on. I want you to listen.
But you are Nigerian. You're Nigerian. Why are you so bitter about your own country, though?
So you always want to run around and put up the pride about your country. Every now and then, what you say, you'll adjust pride into it, just not to acknowledge that Nigeria is a failed country that failed you. That's why you're hiding in South Africa. Now, the point here is the reason for this life is that they are creating awareness that you are a problem in their society. Majority of you, I said majority of you living there. Some of you, when they ask you, you say you have business. That business doesn't have a name. Majority of you, I did not say few of you, majority of you, 90% of you living there are not living decent lives of South Africa, making it hard for South Africans to be able to know who is who. So they are creating an awareness. When they open platforms like, they are creating an awareness, making sure that people understand what is going on, that their people understand what is going on, so that they can stem whatever that is happening in their society. They can cut it down. Now, when they create this awareness, they reach out to people. They reach out to people like you.
Okay,
and they reach out
my brother. So,
that is the essence. When you come on here, can I
ask you two questions?
You're going to ask me a question. When I finish, you're going to ask me a question. So you're going to ask me a question. So
you keep referring to hate me instead of talking.
No, I'm not scolding you.
But Jesse,
I'm not scolding you.
And said Nigerians are full of pride and they speak loud. So when you find one that is speaking loud, why are you surprised by that? It's your own appreciation.
No.
Continue Nigeria.
My question I wanted to ask in Nigeria is, he's Nigerian, right?
No, I am not. I'm a Biafran. I don't have Nigerian passport. I'm a Biafran.
I am also from Biafra, like you. I'm from Imo State, my brother. Right? So the way you are sounding, I understand your anger with Nigeria. I also do have such conversations with my brothers, but it doesn't make sense that we come here as black people. I'm not talking about Africa now, and we are forever spitting bad things about each other. If you bring a typical Nigerian here now,
brother, I am dealing with you because you are a Nigerian. Did you see my name? I am handling you because you are a Nigerian. You don't understand it.
So you believe that Nigerians
is the
are
truth.
the problems of South Africa.
Brother, everything that I say is the truth. The problem you Nigerians have is that you have problem with the truth. That's one thing. That's one thing wrong with you.
Bro, no. You see, you honestly sound like a Nigerian.
What I speak is the truth. You need to get the point. What I speak is the truth.
Okay.
The problem you guys have is you have problems with the truth.
Okay, so the truth that you're talking about now is that Nigerians are the problem of South Africa, right?
But we just proved that with you about the children. Your children have passport with us. Can you go home? You said
with your Nigerian passport. What's wrong with that?
I just told you right now that I cannot in good faith take one part of my children away from them. That's unfair. If your
children are Nigerians. I don't know what you're talking about. Your children are Nigerians.
Then what happens to their mother? Okay. Listen, what happens to their mother when their mother is here and I'm in Nigeria?
Gentlemen.
Nothing.
Gentlemen. Wait, everybody, please. Let's just get a point of clarity here. So, Jazzy, you are saying, obviously, you have their South African documents, and so does your wife. I understand that.
Yeah.
Here's what I wanna know. You are saying that if you leave South Africa, you will not be able to come back, correct?
Yes, that's what
because you're not allowed to travel with. You're not allowed to travel with.
Wait. It's fine. Here's what I want to know. Under what documents did you come into South Africa in the first place?
I came here as a refugee.
As a refugee?
From Nigeria.
Is it illegal to be a refugee in South Africa?
No, why a refugee from Nigeria? There's no war in Nigeria.
There was serious bombings at the time I came to South Africa during Boko Haram regime.
Does Boko Haram exist where you come from?
Yes. Yes, it did. I was in Abuja. Let me tell you, okay, you can call me names, my brothers, ne? This is not even
No,
the
we're
reason
not
why I
calling you
came up
names.
here.
We are taking it slow. We're trying to understand. No one is calling you names. We're taking it slowly to understand your Nigeria, your Nigerianness. That's what we're trying to do.
Let him ask him. Let
Nigeria.
Let his brother
Nigeria, your
ask
voice
him.
is very Nigeria.
No, I have a hard voice. I'm a soldier. I have a hard voice.
Please, guys.
All right.
Nigeria, gentlemen.
No, your voice is irritating me.
Gentlemen, wait.
In Nigeria, if you listen to me, I don't sound like you. Your voice irritates me. Please calm down.
Yes, we are nightmares to Nigeria. I know you don't know. We are nightmare. I feel nightmare to Nigeria. When they see us, they're on the run.
Guys, let's allow Kandaganda to also get a chance to engage him.
Gentlemen, Jazzy, you came here, you said you're a father and everything. There's a certain level of temperament I expect from men that are fathering people. So let us keep our composure. Let us all relax. Okay? I expect a certain level of decorum on this platform, lads. Please. So